Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about fixing gaps in your resin models. Right, this one's been primed after I've already filled the gaps a little bit, but after priming you get to see exactly how good of a job you've done. And I have a gap right there that the resin just formed like an empty space, like a bubble there. And I have to fill in over there where the arm is, and a little bit on this side over here. I've already scratched the primer off of that section over there because it's a bit big and I want the resin to contact the other resin. We're gonna be using a UV resin hard type. This is what you're looking at. You can find them on Amazon everywhere. I'll put some links if you want. I'm not monetizing Amazon links or anything, but I'll just drop some in the description section so you can find this stuff. To apply it, I'm gonna be using one of the airbrush needles. I don't know what size this is because it's from this airbrush that comes with multiple ones, but I've taken it out of the box a long time ago and I forgot exactly what size it is. I think it's a 0.2, but I'm not so sure. Anyway, let me show you exactly how I do this, and for that you're going to need this, something to apply it with, like I'm using, and you should also use a torch with UV light, like this one. Right, to freeze the resin into place, and then you should put the piece in your curer if you have a curing station to get it properly cured right before you try to prime it, because otherwise the primer is gonna pull off of the resin if it's not fully cured. You're gonna get some weird results. You may still get this sort of an issue, like for example here where it was cured properly, right over there, exactly at the edges, because it's perfectly spherical the way the bubble formed. The primer pulled up a little bit when it dried, but I can fix it on the second pass because this is rock solid. So yeah, sometimes it does stuff like that. This resin cures like super smooth, and probably that's why stuff has issues adhering to the surface. Anyway, let's put a bit of resin in there and sort this out. You can use a container if you want, but for this time, because I'm not gonna need a lot of it, I'm just gonna use the needle and go straight into the bottle and collect some resin on the tip. I'm spinning the needle in my head so that the resin doesn't form a bubble, and you then it will fall, it will drip. So I'm gently rotating it so that the resin flows from one side to the other, literally. I think it's a bit too much to go straight there. I'm going to try to move the bubble, the actual resin, there we go, on the tip, so we can try and get in there. Come on, give me a bit more. Try and get exactly in there. You can wait for the resin to drop off of it, or you can just tap like that and the resin will go into the gap. And then you just gently guide it where you need it to go, like I'm doing. If you're bothered by the resin on the sides, you can always sand that down, or you can use a Q-tip to remove it. Most of the time I just use a Q-tip because it's easier. Then I'll just add it there and guide it in. There we go. I have a tissue there. I'm gonna put the resin, needle full of resin there, so I don't accidentally sting myself with it. Just find a Q-tip. This is what I'm talking about. One of them ear sticks. And you just gently go around the edge. Don't remove too much. Remember, this is absorbent. And once you're sure you got exactly where you want it to go, and everything's all right. Let me see if I can get this bubble from here to do this one. There. Push the needle inside, get the air to come out and the resin to drip in. And now we're going to grab most of that resin from there. Just make sure it fills in into the hole. There we go. And now I'm gonna freeze all of these sections real quick. Let me just put this back on top of the resin bottle so that it doesn't impact that. And what I need to do is get this needle that's covered in resin cleaned, because otherwise that resin might just freeze on the needle and then I'll have a hard time getting it off. So there we go, with the Q-tip as well. You can use gloves. I'll wash my hands thoroughly after this, and I think I barely touched my finger on resin there. Use protection when you're using this. Use glasses that protect your eyes, or do not look straight into the light. So if you're putting the light on the model, don't look straight into the light, okay? Usually they're designed to have a single frequency of the UV light, and that shouldn't impact you, but you don't know with these things. So yeah, don't look straight at the light. It says 3 minutes, but you don't need the full 3 minutes that the instructions are on the resin box. You just need to freeze it into place so that you can just put it into your curer, your curing station, and get it sorted like that. Right now I have an advantage because I'm actually looking at the screen of the phone, not exactly at the light. So yeah, it's a good way of doing this. You don't need to keep it for too long because it will start the curing process the moment the UV light hits it. That's the way the resin works, this one. And then it will slowly cure from that initial energy, right? Now that I've done that, I'm gonna put it in my curing station for like 3 minutes, right? It will spin, it will be blasted with UV, and everything should be fine. And then I'm gonna come back with another video of the same format, right? Where I'll be priming the sections that have not been primed properly on the first pass, and these sections, of course, that have been fixed now. And once that is done, we're going to be painting it. Yeah, we're gonna do the skin tones in a video, the goblins in a video, the base in a video, and so on. So you subscribe, hit that like if you do. Let me know in the comments if you like this model. I think it's really good. I mean, the sculptor's done a really good job, and you can see if the sculptor is really good on certain sections. And I'm not talking about facial expression and all of that. I'm talking about sections like this, like for example, this area here. Only a really good sculptor could get all of these shapes. Same over here and here. Right, these sections are super difficult. They may seem simple, but trust me, they're not. That's a lot of volumes in there, and it looks really good. This model really looks really good. I can't wait to paint it. So if you want to see it painted, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.